Welcome to Pocono Outdoors Guy. Today we're doing some crazy night fishing. Stay with us. Pocono Outdoors Guy is supported by Deeper Smart Sonar, Revolution Trolling Spoons, and Fat Cal Fishing Products. So Josh, Travis, and I took the time to go out and spend the last 7 to 10 days out doing some night fishing for some big stripers and catfish. We had some wild times, we caught a lot of fish, but a couple nights we got skunked too. Let's take a look at some of the action. Tonight we're out with Travis and Josh. We're going to give night fishing a try for some of these big stripers. We're going to hit some big live baits out pretty deep, and let's see what happens.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is using some giant live baits. Could be enormous globs of chicken liver or, big live bait. But what I'm going to be doing is actually taking my little 12-foot boat and taking these baits out and using my fish finder, precisely dropping them on key hot spots and waiting for these big fish to move through. We're fishing from shore, mind you, but I'm taking these baits out to the prime location and dropping them down.
I think one of the key things to point out here is you're taking the baits out to a spot you could not possibly reach from shore. You're what, 75 or 100 yards out on some of these? So you're way out there trying to zero in on these hot spots.
Yeah, it really is quite far. No way you could cast with that, even with a 13, 14-foot rod. Simply impossible. And it takes a lot of commitment, a lot of pre-work, but it's something that if you're willing to sit and wait, it's going to really pay off.
So that first night, you guys fished and come up pretty much empty. I mean, wasn't for lack of effort. I think it was there till what, almost 1 o'clock with nothing happening. That's pretty typical for this kind of fishing. But the next morning, you and Travis were out and tried it again actually early. And I think you had a little success at that point, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we got out the next day, nice and early. We got big baits out, and we were fortunate enough to have a school of stripers come through. Both the rods took off within probably less than 5 minutes of each other. And Travis was fortunate. He had the left side of the spot, and that's where the school came through, so he was on them.
Let's take a look at that footage.
Got Travis hooked up on something nice.
High in waterfowl, it could be a striper.
Oh, it's kind of acting like it might be a striper. It's right on the surface. I would almost put money on that this is a striper. It hasn't rolled.
Probably a largemouth bass.
I don't think so. That was a head shake, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That might be a cat. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking this is a striper. What do you think? It's really staying up high and it's not doing a ton of head shakes.
It's feeling like a cat, but
you think cat?
very.
That's a solid fish. It's a really solid fish. Oh, nice one, Travis. That was you. It's okay.
Cool. Nice.
You got him? You want me to grab him? Very nice. That's a 10, probably. That's more than 10, probably.
Yeah. Cool.
That's sweet. Nice job.
Nice striper I got here. Probably first one in a while. It's water temperature's getting cooler. They are coming out of their summer haunts and starting to feed heavily for upcoming winter.
Awesome fish, man. How much do you think it weighs?
I'm gonna give him an honest 12, I would say.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. Belly on him, that's for sure.
All right.
Perfect stripes. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Nice fish.
Definitely a pure. All right.
That's awesome. Got Travis hooked up again here.
If you tap the back of the striper here, I believe.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's another striper.
He's pretty beefy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I believe this is my second striper in what, probably 15 minutes or so.
Maybe not even that long.
Starting to make runs. They're feeding heavy.
Looks like a similar size to that last one. Maybe a little smaller.
Honestly, seems like he's putting up a better fight.
Yeah. Spunky.
Maybe a little younger.
I think he's hooked on the outside of the mouth. He is. He's hooked really weird, Travis.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yeah, real weird.
actually a gill, huh?
You want me to grab the rod here?
I don't really like catching my fish like that, but I guess we will show them to the camera for now.
I guess it's better there than in the throat, right?
Yeah, and the gills are in the throat. I mean, it's actually not touching his.
No, it's not too
just
bad.
a gill plate.
Yep.
So he should be
He'll recover just fine.
fine here. Hey, well, 7-0 circle. Doing justice.
Another nice fat one. Nice job, Travis.
Thanks. Yeah, they are.
Smaller than the last one, right?
Yeah, it is.
And that one's probably
This one, I
7, 8,
yeah,
9, something like that.
I would say honest 8 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, very healthy looking fish. This,
Almost a good eating size.
even
Maybe
though
a
this
little
is
smaller.
Even though this is a purebred strain, do have slight bit of broken bar right here. But you can tell it by the lean.
They're long and elongated instead of shaped like a bluegill. Yep.
So, all right, let's
Put them back.
get them back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Josh, those couple stripers were great. I'm sure Travis really loved them. But you really hooked up. I mean, that was all you caught that day. But the next night, you went out at night again with those same big baits, and you really scored. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we did that same typical setup, taking our baits out, lots of effort. But it gives, what I really love is confidence, and it gives me confidence knowing my bait is alive and in the hot spot, and we were simply waiting it out. We actually had some rain come through, there was a storm moving in, and after hours and hours of waiting, that reel started screaming. Here we go. Got a nice screamer here, I'm gonna take him. All right, I'm hooked up on a nice fish. We got a storm just rolled through. I'm thinking it's gonna be a nice striper. Could be a cat too, but right now I'm kind of thinking, I'm not sure, maybe it is a cat. This is probably gonna be my first big striper of the year. And he's a long way out. We probably drop these baits out maybe 80 to 100 yards. Definitely has some weight. This fish definitely has weight. Took probably a 7-inch live bait.
You're fishing a 9-foot rod, right?
9-foot rod, yep. Got a ton of 20-pound braid on here. All right, we got this guy beat. It's definitely a nice fish.
Oh yeah.
Probably almost 20 pounds.
Could be bigger than 20.
Yep.
Could be your biggest fish, actually, striper.
Oh yeah!
On the circle hook.
That's what I'm talking about. This is a big striper. This is probably my PB striper. I'm guessing this is gonna go 25 pounds at least.
Nice.
That's a sweet one.
That's what we're looking for in here, huh? Nice.
Wow, Travis,
Yep.
get that camera in here. Look at this, guys. Watch how this hook's just gonna fall out. That wasn't even in past the barb.
Very nice.
I'm guessing this is 25 pounds. We do have a scale on hand, but I don't have a weigh sling, and this is gonna put way too much pressure on this fish's gills and like throat region for me to put a scale through it. So we're just gonna take it for what it is. It's definitely a big fish.
Very healthy looking fish.
Very amazing fish.
And that is definitely a purebred striper.
Definitely a purebred. This would blow any hybrid record right out of the water. Let me get him back in. So as you know, when a big fish picks up, it can go from absolutely being calm to chaos in a matter of seconds. And that's exactly what happened with me. Our giant live bait started tearing off. There was a scramble to get the rod, the cameras, everything had to be perfect. And I started battling this monster fish.
I gotta say, what a monster striper. You just don't get them from shore like this. And remember, this is landlocked striper. We're not down the shore. This is a lake. What a beast. That thing had to fight great, Josh.
Oh, absolutely. And when you're fishing them so far out, you know, you're engaged with that fish for a very long time. It's a new experience too, because when you're fishing them so far, such distance, you get them do these wide runs from shore, and it really creates this arc in your rod. It's a very interesting experience. You know, you put a lot of pressure on these big fish, and as you'll see from the footage, that hook was barely in there. So, you know, so even though I was using all braid, keeping everything tight, you know, sometimes things just happen, and I was very fortunate to land that fish.
Yeah, that was a really catch of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
That was great. So a couple nights later, I had a chance for Josh, Travis, and I to all get out and try some night fishing again. And tonight was my turn to hook up. It was the first time I've ever caught a catfish this big from shore, and what a beast it was. Let's take a look at this.
So the deeper turns on automatically when it hits the water. So I'm just gonna take this thing out and give it a good pass out there. Now I'm gonna get my phone out and take a look what's around.
Just made a fresh cast, and there it is. That's a catfish sitting under those bait. That's sweet. That's what we're looking for. Let's get him.
Oh, we're hooked up again here. And this one feels just as good, if not better, than that last one. So maybe I won't lose this one. Give it a little more drag here.
Action's been pretty fast, right, George? Not too bad?
This is pretty nice. This one's just, yeah, you can see he's running pretty good.
Ooh, that was almost like a striper run. Yeah.
Almost.
Definitely looks like it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, he's pulling pretty good on it. Saying, trying not to lose this one again.
Oh, don't let him go into that tree.
Yeah, as soon as I get line on him, he takes off the other way.
You could probably give him a hair more drag if you want. Want to call your shot, George? You thinking striper or catfish?
No, I think it's probably a catfish.
Okay. Is it free of that tree?
Yeah, it's.
You're not involved?
Nope.
Cool. It's gotta be pretty heavy.
It keeps digging its
It's
head
definitely
down.
a catfish. I just saw that massive head shake. There it is, rolling around.
Yep.
Are you gonna grab this one, George, or how are we gonna do this?
I think I'll just see if we can get him up on the bank here. And,
I can grab it for you if you'd like.
do you mind?
Travis, you wanna take over the camera? Just grab right there. I'm gonna come down here.
Yeah, watch out the rod. Oh, he's making another run on us here.
It's a pretty fat one, George. That's a big fish.
He's got a big head on him. Look at him.
You think he's a blue cat? That's a big one.
Oh yeah.
That is a 10+ pounder, George.
Nice.
That might be more than that. That might be 15, George. Holy moly. Wow. George, that is
Nice.
a big catfish.
Woo! Oh, he really put up a good fight. I'll tell you, he was a real feisty one.
Wow.
George.
I love it. We need more of these. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's got some heft.
That is nearly 20 pounds, if not 20.
Cool.
Nice cat.
Let me get my pliers. You guys good?
Yeah.
I'm not anyone's
I'm
mind,
not even going to lift him up sideways because he's kind of heavy
Yeah.
there. I don't put too much stress on him. But we'll let Josh go get his pliers. We'll get this guy unhooked. Awesome.
Nice.
All right, that's a monster, George. Holy, it's one of the biggest catfish I've ever seen.
He's biting hard.
Get the head on that guy.
It's out.
All right. There we go.
That is a
gotta be
monster. That
close
looks
to
like
20
a blue
pounds.
cat.
That could be a 30-year-old cat right
Yeah. Before we do too much damage, what do you say we let this guy go, huh?
Congratulations, George. That is
Very
a
nice.
trophy plus.
Woo! Good job.
Holy moly.
Well, thanks for the assist, guys. Really appreciate
Very
it.
nice.
You want me to grab this, Travis, and you can just go for the...
All right.
I'm recording.
One more time.
That is a monster, George.
All right. Let's get him back in. Ow, 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 ow. Woo! And there he goes. Well,
Oh, he's caught on my line. You okay? You okay?
all right.
George, that was enormous.
Woo! That was fun. Let's do that again.
Wow. Here in Pennsylvania, a catfish over 10 pounds is a truly remarkable catch. doubling that at 20 pounds, even just being there to see it was a privilege. That is a landmark fish. That is simply amazing. Congratulations again, George.
Oh, thanks, Josh. I mean, that was just a blast to catch. You know, the thing is, when you get big fish like that, you don't know they're really big fish until you get them in, and then they realize they're hooked, and that's when the fun begins, you know.
Absolutely.
They'd start making those big runs and wild head shakes. So that was really a blast, and I was glad I got the chance to share it with you guys. But you had a little bit of a trophy too, as far as a bullhead. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone knows bullheads. They're kind of this annoying little pesky fish, and sure, they get on my nerves too sometimes, but I absolutely love stumbling into a big bullhead, and that's exactly what I got myself one of these nights. Be sure to check it out. It's pretty sweet. Just hooked something up here. Feels pretty small right now. Might just flip him in here, actually. It might be a small catfish. Whoa, it's a huge bullhead! That is awesome! I was just joking around about catching a big bullhead. That's so sweet! Yes! I love bullheads. Look at the size of that one. That is a big old bullhead. Fun fact, the state record was caught about, I don't know, 200 yards that way. That's sweet. It's a pretty big bullhead. That one's probably gonna go like pound and a half, something like that. It's a fat one, long one too. That's sweet. I know it's just a bullhead, but they're cool, so I'm gonna let them go.
Good work, Josh.
All right, here he goes.
Sweet, let's get another one.
Oh yeah, maybe some channel cats.
Yeah, that was a fun little catfish. I mean, I know we tease the bullheads and all, but a trophy of any species is, you know, well above average, and that certainly was. Well, we have one more trophy for that night. Josh, you hooked up with a nice striper right after that. Tell us about that one.
Yep, it was you know, a night of waiting, and you know, we did our waiting. It was getting cold, but sure enough, just as we were kind of thinking about picking up, that reel started screaming. I was quick to it. You know, light hook set with those circle hooks, and I was hooked up on a striper. Here it is. I'm hooked up on something. Feels pretty good. Oh,
it's taking some drag on you,
definitely
huh?
taking some drag. Feels good, feels heavy. The action hasn't been super fast tonight, but whoa! But the fish have been quality, so.
Does that feel catty or?
Yeah, it feels like a cat. It's making a lot of runs though, but I do think it's a catfish. It might involve in this.
It's all right, don't worry about it.
Wow.
Unless we can get that.
He is running. Yeah, he's on the surface out there. He's in the middle of the channel. He's way out there. Definitely a catfish. He came to the surface like that. Another heavy one.
Let me know if you want some lights on.
You could probably put the light on. He's kind of in close range at this point. Not crazy close. Right there. See the liver. Oh yeah, he's way out there. You see that? Yeah. He's out past. Oh, it's a striper. It's a striper.
Oh,
it's
nice.
A striper. I thought it was making a lot of runs. Oh, he's going right through that tree. No. I don't think so. Where does he think he's going?
That's a nice striper.
I guess I was wrong, guys. I thought it felt like a cat, but maybe in hindsight it was making a lot of runs. I'm gonna step down to the water here. I got him here. Yeah! There is a strapper. We love these guys, don't we, George?
Oh yeah.
Let me just circle hook, perfect for a good catch and release on these fish. I'm gonna pop it right out just like that, and I'm gonna show you a little bit closer. That's like almost an average size fish right here, maybe just slightly bigger. Probably 9 pounds, something like that, maybe 8. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a real good catch there, Josh.
Thank you very much. What do you say we get a release on him.
Yeah, let her go.
Sounds good.
Awesome, good job.
There he is. One last quick look before we put this one back. Very cool.
Great work, Josh.
Sweet, let's let him go. He should have tons of energy left. He is, he's all charged up and ready to go.
There he goes.
Sweet. We are on big fish tonight, and there's gonna be a ton more big fish to come. Hope you guys enjoy it. Is that okay?
Awesome, that was fantastic. How do you do a better night than that? We got a couple nice catfish, some striper, just an all-around great night. Great way to pick up season 3. We hope you guys enjoyed this too, but there's a lot more stuff coming your way. Stay with us. We got some hunting, we got some more fishing. Ice fishing season's coming up, so kind of stay with us. Josh and I will be out doing more adventures real soon.